Good.
Hey, good morning, everybody. As you know, when we talk about neighborhood revitalization, part of that conversation has to always include our citizens being in proximity to healthy food. We have too many food deserts throughout our city, and that's unfortunate and unfair for our citizens. And so I'm very, very thrilled to announce with the council passing that we are now in a position to have an additional $2 million in spending, $2 million in a spending plan to recruit grocery stores into our undeserved communities. With the recent approval of the Birmingham City Council, we were able to refinance our bond debt with the Commercial Development Authority. And the CDA funding has been able to yield 12.9 million in total funds to stimulate economic development. We believe part of that 13 million, this $2 million, is a very good investment to recruit at least two national, regional, or local grocery stores with high priority on areas such as West Birmingham. And so this continues to be a priority to us. And our next steps in establishing a citywide supermarket program to identify potential sites as well as determine any needed development assistance and simplifying. I think it's really important that we simplify the review process for grocery retail. So please stay tuned. We will continue to keep this conversation out in front of us. Next topic I want to speak on is the Housing Authority. Again, as you know, part of neighborhood revitalization not only has to be going vertical with single family homes that are market rate, but we also have to address affordable housing as well. And not just our multifamily sites through our existing HUD program, but also other sites as well. And so with that, we have to keep good leadership in place. That includes board members. I'm very pleased to announce that I have appointed April Barnes to the Housing Authority of Birmingham District's Board of Commissioners. Ms. April Barnes is filling the previously unexpired term and will serve effectively immediately today through August 13th, 2022. Now, she has a very wide background, but I want to give her a few points about April. She currently serves as the president and broker of Barnes and Associates, which is the largest black-owned realtor firm in Alabama. She's also the founder and principal of Barnes School of Real Estate and director of the Birmingham Association of Realtors. But a lot of part of what she does is very community minded and community focused. And so I'm glad that she is actually serving our community and will be a leader on this board. One last note, and it is actually two notes. One is about the 150th this Sunday, and that is a big thank you. I want to thank all the residents who have participated in celebration of our city's 150th birthday. Sunday, the 19th, marks 150 years, everybody. 150. 150 years since the state of Alabama legislators chartered the city of Birmingham. Through events including the 4th of July fireworks at Vulcan, as well as the city has celebrated this milestone year. There's so many people to thank, but the biggest thank yous I want to give are to the citizens who submitted photos, as well as those who submitted letters on why they love Birmingham. Now, a lot of you all have not been able to catch some of those photos or letters, so you can view them at birminghamal.gov/150. One last note, and that is to Alan Collins. Everybody, if you don't know, Alan Collins is part of the Fox 6 News family. Unfortunately, fortunate for him, unfortunate for us, he is retiring at the end of this year, but I want to wish Alan Collins a very happy retirement. I've had a chance to stand in front of Alan for the last, maybe 4+ years, because he interviewed me while I was on the school board as well. But we'll miss his trademark hat. He fortunately gets to revel in more Marvel movies, and of course, Roll Tide. So, Alan, my hat's off to you, and enjoy your retirement. And I probably will not miss you asking the first question always. With that, I'll open it up. Anybody got any questions?
I've got three Alan Collins questions.
Three Alan Collins questions. All right.
Talk about funding for the USFL.
Yeah, so we're still in discussion, but there's a partnership here from the city of Birmingham, Jefferson County commissioners, as well as the state of Alabama and other partners. A lot of people coming to the table to make sure the USFL will be successful in Birmingham. But those talks are still in play. Once we get some things in ink, I'll come back and give you some more detail. But this is a genuine partnership where several partners are at the table giving funding sources, and the city of Birmingham is one of them.
Okay, and, does the city have any plans for the tornado victims in Kentucky as far as helping those people?
Yeah, well, I have Don Lupo here to speak if you need more detail.
Okay.
But the city of Birmingham, in partnership with some community partners, is actually sending an 18-wheeler truck up to the affected area tomorrow to give supplies. Don, you want to come up and share with citizens if they want to send additional resources, such as monetary, where they can send that to?
Thank you, sir. Good morning. I'm Don Lupo. I serve as the operations manager for the city of Birmingham. And as we always do at Mayor Woodfin's direction, we will tomorrow send a truck with Christian Service Mission to the Mayfield, Kentucky area. And then on Christian Service Mission's website, their Facebook page, on our website and Facebook page, we will have a place where donations can be sent, monetary donations can be directed to certain organizations. So we also have arranged for the Soup Ladies, as they came to Fultondale last year. We've arranged for the Soup Ladies from Idaho and Washington State to be in Mayfield, Kentucky the week after Christmas to feed first responders. So we're doing, as the mayor would say, we're putting people first, even in Kentucky.
Hey, Don, where's that truck gonna leave from, and what time?
I don't know what time.
Okay.
The truck will leave tomorrow from Christian Service Mission. I would imagine it would be relatively early in the morning because they want to get there and get things, distributed to the organizations tomorrow.
Chuck, we'll follow up with you on that. Just
I
reach out to me.
I can find out what
Yeah.
time.
Just one last note before you go to your next question on that topic. I think for us as a community, city of Birmingham and the state of Alabama know all too well the pain that a tornado can have and rip through your community, and not only destruction of property but take life. So our sincere, genuine thoughts, as well as prayers, are with the people of Kentucky and all the other states that are affected. And I think through Don Lupo and other services and partners here in the community, City of Birmingham will step up. We'll do our part for any assistance we can provide.
Okay, and, are there any early preps for hosting the bowl game at Kentucky State?
Nope. We're gonna wait until the day of. I'm just playing. Of course there is. Look, the bowl game where University of Houston, and I just actually talked to the mayor of Houston yesterday, Mayor Turner, as well as Auburn being played at our new stadium here, is not only preparation for that game, but it gives us a great opportunity to see that stadium at capacity for the World Games. And so preparation is very, very important to us in partnership with the BJCC and so many other partners in the community. They've been steadfast as soon as that news came down, us hosting and the preparation it takes to keep people safe and for people to be in a family fun environment and have fun. So, of course there is. That's it. That's all Alan had? Cool.
I was going to ask, are there any updates on the efforts to relocate people in North Birmingham suffering from environmental conditions?
Really, really good question. So the head of, actually the new regional director, literally just came down for the first time for a site visit. Of course, he's been in Atlanta, but his first visit outside of Atlanta, where the regional headquarters is located, he came to Birmingham yesterday. We sat in my office. He brought his team that we've been engaging in for quite some time. And then we actually went out on the actual site tour. We took him to Fairmont and Collegeville and another area around North Birmingham. In addition to that, J.T. Moore, the city council for that area, came on, and the head of PEP and so many other people. There was a whole caravan. When we got to the site, as far as where the actual remediation and removal of the soil is at the old Carver High School, we were met by the head of Jefferson County Health Department, Dr. Mark Wilson, along with State Representative Mary Moore, who represents this area. The conversation, all of us, I mentioned everybody's name on purpose, right? Because the state, the health department, city councilor, and the mayor's office, all of us have been not only talking about the R-word remediation, but a large part of my conversation with the regional director is what do we do next on the next two R words, which are for the ones who want to stay, redevelopment, and for those who don't want to stay, relocation. So in that regards, the city of Birmingham is applying for several grants. We've been able to identify the number of people in the area who don't live there anymore, but those who actually qualify, who still live there, which is over 200 plus people for a relocation plan. But the detail does not exist. Those resources don't exist. We're still having that conversation, but we look forward to the continued partnership with EPA, and we're thankful for the new leadership from our regional director and him leaning in on Birmingham with the equity lens of how we address environmental social justice.
That's good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.